Hello, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium once again. Um, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in politics, and the old guard, in its attempt to hold on to power, has done a lot of illegal stuff, and I'm going to show you one of them. North Carolina, gerrymandering is what it's about. It's where you put, in North Carolina's case, it's black people, but it could be anybody of color. Uh, they sort of put them all in one district where they can vote here and vote for what they want to vote for. But these other districts will be deemed white because the majority of people living in them are white. And whatever they vote is what the outcome is. They've got them outnumbered. And it's been going on for a long time. And in North Carolina's case, it's illegal in their constitution. And actually, they've created uh, districts that are illegal. They just gerrymandering is illegal, so these districts are illegal. These people went to work in the legislature and voted in all kinds of laws illegally. And I don't know if they're going to undo those or not, but this week they did find that all of this gerrymandering they've been doing for a long time. Who knows? It's the old Jim Crow stuff where black people are excluded. That they couldn't answer these crazy questions. They couldn't read or write, so they couldn't vote. And this is effectively the same thing. Keeping power through marginalizing people of color has been found to be illegal. I think the state asked them to redraw these districts because they were illegal, and they wouldn't do it, so they did it. So now they have districts are all evenly distributed with people of color and whatever. So now they have a bigger vote. They have a chance to change things the way things are. I'm not even sure the ACLU must have been involved in it somewhere, and they won. And all these districts they've been drawing for years and years and years and winning elections and getting power and money and jobs and affecting everything is now null and void. Republicans have picked this as their way of illegally doing whatever they want to do. Well, they do it here in Texas too, believe it or not. They've been doing it for years and years. I don't know that it's against our Constitution or not. I haven't looked into it. All I know is a North Carolina case because it was just decided. Gerrymandering is a big, long word that just means cheating. Uh, and they've gotten away with it forever and ever and ever. Should be illegal. I'll have to look that up. Is gerrymandering illegal in Texas? Because that's how they do it. They get the voting blocks to move the Mexicans into one and people of color into one little district, isolating them. They can vote for whatever they want, but there aren't enough of them to affect the overall outcome of all these other districts, which are going to vote white. They have words for that. But anyway, it's been going on a long time. White people are kind of soon to be in the minority. They don't like it. And this is their way, this is their answer to it. And it's a Republican scam. It's not a Democratic scam, but it's a Republican scam. And worse things have been done by Mr. Stupid, as I call him. He's got like 8 cases that are soon to be decided against him as far as, paying big fines for lying about this, lying about that. And his tax forms are going to be out in the public. And his real worth versus what he says his worth is. All these things are illegal to, it's illegal to pump your value to get loans to build buildings. So, I mean, and he's done that. I mean, I think they've proven it before he went to court. Anyway, stealing documents from the federal government. What for? What did he need secret documents for? Was he going to trade them for favors with foreign countries? I mean, that's treason, but we don't know that he didn't and already hasn't. We don't know. Who would tell us? If he does a deal with Russia, gives him secret information in order to gain monetarily loans and things. And he's had loans that were under the table that he didn't tell anybody about. Now they've come due. And did a lot of stuff in office he wasn't supposed to be doing. It was definitely illegal. And this is just another part of illegality in politics now. Politics never was anything but a nasty business. Much nastier than anything else, I think. Because we, the people, are supposed to vote these amendments in, allowing gerrymandering or not allowing gerrymandering. That's a general vote to add a constitutional amendment. They tried to force that through. No, you can't just alter things and then 3, 4, 5 years go by and you've created all this chaos and all these laws that have been passed that are illegal laws. And I'm curious as to whether they can now declare those laws they passed not effective or take them off the books because they lied to get them there. Illegal gerrymandering, creating illegal districts that would vote white. The districts were never approved by anybody. They just illegally did it. And, we won. We won again. So look for that to be the next contentious thing. It started in North Carolina, and it's become very apparent in North Carolina. I don't know whether this attempt will spread to other states. I'm sure it's there, and I'm just not aware of it. But how imaginative. We'll just gerrymander. We'll get together and decide we'll slice that pie up to where it works for us if it doesn't work for anybody else. All in an attempt to keep power and money and property and influence. What else? Politics is a dirty business. And it's not getting better, it's getting worse. Throw some of these people in jail. No, we fine them. When you've broken the law 13 times in a big way, why aren't they in jail? Why are they still walking around? Money. They didn't have money, they'd have been in jail. Anyway, that's the latest scam I see, and it blew out in North Carolina this week. I know I may be telling you something you don't care about. Gerrymandering, who cares? North Carolina, who cares? Unless you live there. But the truth is, these things start, and then they, Republicans are always trying to deny. I'll just sign an executive order. He did that all year long, all 4 years. Come to find out 3 years later, they're not constitutional. But meanwhile, they've gone into effect, changing air quality and food quality and who knows what all. Hurting people for money. He signed lots of them. Now, 4 or 5, 6 years later, they've gone through the courts and thrown them out. Of course, they appeal to the Supreme Court, blah, 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 and eventually they're thrown out. But in the meantime, they got 6 years of money and influence and buying things up and cementing their power in some other way. It's cruel and unusual to keep mistreating the people that you're supposed to be helping. Right? You're getting paid to help we the people, and you're not doing it. We the people, I mean all people, not just white people, which is what's going on. We the people is everybody. All men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No, all men are not created equal, but they're supposed to have equal opportunity. That's the idea of we the people. is that everybody should have the same opportunity to vote, to buy land, to live where they want, to travel, to marry who they want, uh, to live their life just like interchangeable. Should be able to do that, and that's never been fair. But the courts have a way of leveling things out. It takes time. Executive orders can last a short period of time before they decided that they weren't legal in the first place. He signed it saying I'm president, and actually he didn't have the power to sign it in the first place. Executive orders are not worth the paper they're written on unless they're backed up by the Constitution, and a lot of them aren't. The ones that Crazy Man passed were not legal in any sense, but he got away with it, which is probably what the people who elected him would want him to do. We can't have these people of color taking over the world. So anyway, as the white population in this country become less, you're going to see a lot of illegal activity to maintain power. Voter intimidation. The Proud Boys going to town, riding around with the pickup trucks and their Ku Klux Klan stuff. That's voter intimidation. People don't go to the polls; they're afraid they're going to get shot, and it works. It used to work in the 20s when they would show up in their little white outfits and burn a cross. Scared people to death. People didn't vote. They were afraid of losing their wives and children, so they didn't vote. They were intimidated out of it. Look for them to come up with new ways to intimidate people to vote the way they want them to vote. They might even pay them money, a bounty on each vote, which is definitely illegal. But they've done so many illegal things, and might be something hard to prove. Anyway, shining the spotlight on yet another power-grabbing scheme by the Republicans, which has been going on for a while. And I look for this to travel to other states where maybe they have the chance to change the Constitution to allow gerrymandering, make it legal, which means that you'll never see power. You'll never see it. It's just not going to happen because as the population moves, the black population moves over here, the Hispanic population, they'll just include that in their little gerrymandering thing. Now, whatever vote you pass only counts in that district. And all these other districts are going to vote white. You can't win. There's no way you can win. So keep your eyes on what's going on. It's going on in the background. No one's really reading about it or talking about it. But that's a good one. Illegal gerrymandering to maintain power. No, I don't like it either. But anyway, that's what's going on. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.